So right now, I literally just won my 30th straight game in Words with Friends, which is, that new Scrabble type application on the iPhone. I'm undefeated, 30 and 0. I don't want to brag, that's not what this video is about. I'm pretty good with words though. And I challenge people. Anyone, Words with Friends, my username is Logan Lens, one word. But regardless, I wanted to take the time to kind of point out something that I think Apple can really take advantage of. And I started thinking about this after Apple made their announcements last week with the new iTunes and how they're trying to be more social, utilizing, Twitter updates and being able to do that. And, my thought on that is whoop-de-doo. It really isn't taking it to the next level. And at the level that Apple is currently, I feel like they should be able to do more within this space. They have the tangible technology space completely. It's not a monopoly, but somewhat of an oligopoly within mobile and anything technological, at least in the advanced sense. But offline and off the physical sense, there's not much to Apple. And since Apple fans and the whole cult following that is around the brand, I really feel like they can penetrate a market and carve a niche, and it'd be something groundbreaking and pretty unbelievable. And my idea is pretty simple. I am 30 and 0 in Words with Friends. Does anyone know that? No. Can I prove that? No, not really. Unless you grab my iPhone and see the last 10 games. But either way, each application embodies its own interface, its own backend, and it only exists within those parameters. What if Apple, within its iTunes, I can plug into my phone into the iTunes, and then bam, it uploads all my recent information. What apps am I using? It shares it with my friends. It shares it with other iTunes users, and therefore anyone that has the application Words with Friends can now go on it, see who's recently used it, maybe navigate through usernames and be able to interact with me, maybe find out that I'm 30 and 0, invite me to a game because maybe they're 20 and 0, maybe they're 50 and 0. That would be an amazing match. I welcome the challenge. And unfortunately right now I have to settle for random opponent, which obviously has brought about a certain skill level. So, what if each application came with its own community? It doesn't even have to stop at applications. Just think of the possibilities of integrating social media with the iPhone. The iPhone has the ingredients already in place, but it's from third-party developers and companies that want their presence in an application on the phone. But Apple itself isn't taking advantage of the idea. So I know it'd probably be a long time coming and a lot of development, but in the end, creating a community around maybe not even just the iPhone, but you can obviously do this with the iPod Touch, even with Apple TV. All these different placeholders for their products would create separate communities within an entire community. I want to be able to communicate with fellow Apple lovers, and I don't think of any other organic way to do that. Apple, get on it. Peace.